Nice to see you today.
Hi, Miss Carol. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I've been doing okay.
You've been doing okay?
Yeah.
This is going to be, do you remember how many sessions we have so far?
I don't know. It seems like I've been going here quite a bit. Fourth or fifth, I guess.
Yes, it's the fourth session.
Okay.
Okay, this is the fourth time we're meeting. Again, I'm going to be taking notes, like the other sessions, be taking notes just so I can document what we've been talking about, okay?
That's fine by me.
All right. Last week, you were telling me that you were having court this week, so...
Yeah, I got caught with a couple of my friends. I told you that. We
Right.
broke into that house and we stole, I don't know, some DVDs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When one buddy tried selling it, all stupid, and got us caught.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I went to court this week. And that was Tuesday that I went to court. Man, it was okay. I didn't really know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, I don't know, they had all three of us up there. It seemed weird, like, because all three of us were up there together.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I got 6 months probation. I guess I didn't really know what that means, but I met this lady, her name is Lisa. I guess she's my probation officer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to meet up with her. I don't know. I got to meet with her next week, I guess, sometime. She said something about I need drug tests, and I don't know what else she was talking about. But she said if I do everything, then I'm a minor, so I think they can get it taken off my record or something.
Okay, so how did that make you feel going through the whole court process, being up there with your buddies or co-defendants, they call it?
It was okay. I mean, I don't know. I wish my mom had come, but I just got to ride with my buddies, so my family wasn't there.
None of your family was there?
No. And my dad didn't want to go, and my mom, she had to work, so whatever.
Okay. Did you have your attorney?
Yeah, there was one guy. His name was, I don't know, Richard Wade, and he took care of all three of us, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He just pretty much said that, I don't know, we did it, but we're young, so we won't do it again, I guess. And then we told the judge that we won't do it again, because they wanted to give us a year.
A year of probation?
Uh-huh.
So they gave you 6 months, you said, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, Tyler, I'm going to go ahead. I'm pretty sure your probation officer may be giving me a call just to ask questions about your sessions, but we have that consent form that we signed.
Because I've never told her about you. We only talked for like 2 minutes, though.
Okay, but you do have an appointment set up with her?
Yeah, next week.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell her about you?
If you would like, well, yes, because I would like to know what kind of probation, how many months, what your probation consists of, if you have to check in every week. So I have some questions also, but we did sign the consent form.
Yeah.
So we can talk to each other.
Okay, that sounds good. I guess my big worry about the whole thing is, yeah, I've been doing good with you and not smoking the weed,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess that's part of the whole thing, so I don't want to get in trouble for that again and have my probation be longer.
From what I'm understanding, the whole court process takes a couple months. It doesn't happen within a month, it takes a while. So I'm pretty sure after that happened back in June, and we are into May of 2012, or March of 2012. So it took a while just to get you through the court process.
Yeah, they're slow up there.
Yeah, it's a process, but it's an experience. I'm pretty sure it was for you.
Yeah, it was sort of scary. I mean, because they had the guys there in the orange jumpsuits and all that, and all the tattoos. And I don't know, Carol. I don't want to be like those guys.
Right. That's it.
So that's why I came to see you to begin with, I think. Mostly because I was scared. I think I was looking for a way out of trouble. And then,
Right. I feel you are making progress since you've been coming to see me. We've been having these sessions. This is our first session, so we're going to 2 months. In your opinion, why do you think you refer to me?
Because I was starting, I don't know, I guess I was depressed. Maybe people started noticing I was using the alcohol. So I'm out drinking, you know, skipping school a little bit, drinking. And then I was always smoking. It just took my mind off of things. And I don't even know who referred me. I don't remember.
I got the referral pretty much from the school.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you remember that?
Yeah, because of Mr. Thomas. I'm always getting D's in his class. And
Yeah.
he's always picking on me.
So, do you see, Tyler, that how many people are concerned and they want you to do well? You got the referral from the teacher, and they're coming to see me, and we have another individual involved with the probation officer. So there's we have some different people who are concerned about your use and the depression that you're going through. So I think that's why we are having these sessions.
I know, it seems like it's everybody except for my own family.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's go talk about that. Last week you were telling me that your mom wasn't. Okay, Michael, did you ask your mom if she wanted to join us in these sessions?
No, she's too busy. She's always working. And my dad, he doesn't even work at all, so, you know, we live out there on the res.
Yeah, and he hasn't gone back to work?
He hasn't gone back to work. He just sits around and drinks mostly, or hangs out with his friends, shoots pool or whatever. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't really talk to him that much, because I just sort of sit in my room and, like, I don't know, I worry because he might be drinking. He'll say something mean to me or whatever. The only time I don't know, and we've been getting little fights here and there because it seems like I just sort of hide out in my room after school. And I'll just sit there, I eat dinner with the family, then I go back to my room. And I'll sit there until I gotta go to sleep. I'm not sleeping good either, but oh well.
Does anyone come to check on you in your room? Or?
No, just my little sister or brothers every so often, but they'll hang out for a couple minutes.
Have you, the relationship, when you asked your mom if she wanted to come into the sessions, what was her response?
I never did ask her.
You never did?
No, she's got stuff on her plate. She got to take care of the family. So I don't think it's, because if she comes here, say she comes here to the session, she got to take almost 2 hours off of work. You know, and that's money that we need.
Right.
You know, we don't even have electricity or running water as it is.
How do you like staying up there?
I liked our apartment in Gallup better because it had electricity, and it was easier for my friends to come over, and I could see them. But now I'm sort of in the middle of nowhere. I don't have a ride anywhere. Just take the bus home from school, and I don't know. I got a lot of friends, but they don't really have rides to come out and see me, and I'm sort of embarrassed, you know, because a lot of them, they live in the city, and so, you know, they got nicer things, and their parents have jobs, and I feel like we're sort of poor, and I don't know, it's embarrassing to me.
When your mom is talking about money, from what it sounded like the last time, that money was an issue, and that was probably the reason why you guys moved out on the reservation.
Yeah, we got evicted from our apartment,
Yep, that's
and
right.
my dad refused to work. He's not happy. I think it's his fault sometimes. You know, my mom tries so hard, and he just doesn't do anything.
You were talking about getting a job too.
I want to, but see, that's one of the things I got to talk about with the probation officer. Like, am I even allowed to work? Do I have to be home at a certain time at night? I mean, what if I want to go, I don't know, work at Sonic, but I don't get home till 10:30 at night?
So you're worried that you might have a curfew and it might affect your employment?
Yeah, that's part of it. The other part is I have a hard time finding a ride to get to work. I mean, I could stay in town after school and get there, but then how am I going to get home?
What if you were to find a job on the west side, would those gas stations be willing?
Yeah, I'm okay with working anywhere. I don't care. I just want some money. I'm tired of wearing clothes like this, and you know, all my friends have the video games and all that stuff, and all I've got is my stuff to draw with. That's pretty much all I do is spend my time doing artwork.
Do you, have you talked to your mom about getting a job?
Yeah, I told her I was going to help her and get a job, but then I got into trouble. This is before I got into trouble. I haven't really brought it up since because, I don't know, I know she's really disappointed in me. And
I think a job is a good idea, but transportation is definitely going to be a barrier. But maybe your probation officer could come in, provide some resources. I know they have the Gallup Express bus that runs around town. Maybe you could catch that to work. I don't know what time they run to.
see, they do, but they stay in town. And we live too far out for that bus to go out there, so they won't take me home. So.
Well, we could find out the route.
Okay.
And then see how far to the west side they can go, and maybe from there you can catch a ride or ask them on Facebook.
Yeah, because I don't know. I got a lot of friends, and I'm pretty good at making friends, I think. So even if I did work there, I could probably meet somebody who's got a car
Yeah.
who would give me a ride home and stuff until I can afford to, you know.
Well, Matt, you're a smart guy. You are able to get things done with the limited resources that you have. You get things done. You're coming to session. You're finding a ride to come to session. Your mom, I think she's only dropped you off one time out of the 4 sessions. So you're a smart guy. I like to use this term for some of my other clients. Street smart.
Yeah, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I just wish my teachers thought I was smart so I could get better grades. I've been looking at it. I really want to get out of Gallup eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I got to go to college to do that.
Yeah. Right now you're, I know the last session we talked, you were struggling with English. How's that going? Is the grades coming up?
I try hard, but I don't know. That's that Mr. Thomas again.
Yeah,
and
Mr. Thomas.
He doesn't seem like he's really noticing. He's always sort of bugging me when I'm working. He's always looking over me to make sure I'm doing something. He doesn't really watch the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's always pestering me, it seems like.
Mr. Thomas, does he, have you talked to him one-on-one about the grades, about how you can, maybe you're missing assignments, or you could do extra credit to bring it up?
Yeah, but it's just, he used to. It's to the point where he's nagging me now, and I don't really want to talk to him. Just trying to avoid him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Maybe next year I'll do better if I get a new teacher.
So English, the last time I checked with you, your grade was a D. Is it still a D, or?
Yeah, I think I ended the quarter, maybe a D plus. So I try to do some extra credit and stuff, but I just don't write that good. I don't know why. I've never really, maybe because I never really read a lot of books and stuff like that, so maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to help with writing.
Out of all of the subjects all the classes that you're taking, what interests you the most out of all of them?
Science.
Science, you like
Yeah.
science? What do you like about science?
I like making things. I like how we do the projects. And so we made a bridge out of, what were they? Popsicle sticks. And we made that, and then we had to make it hold so much weight. And that was really neat. I like that one. And then we did some, I like working with chemicals and that sort of stuff. So it's more hands-on. I like working with my hands. And I think when I work with my hands, it makes my brain go a little bit better. Whereas I'm just sitting there, if I just write in English class, my brain doesn't really go because my hands aren't doing anything, I think.
What about your teacher, with your relationship with the science teacher? Is it better than your relationship with Mr. Thomas?
Yeah, she's hot.
She's
I'm just kidding. She's nice. She's super cool with the kids, so all the guys like her. But I don't. I just like her as a person.
So this year you didn't play any sports. From the information that I got in the intake, you were active in the other years.
Yeah, I used to play basketball, and then I did track and field. But that was at my old school. And I was able to because I lived there. You know, it was a boarding school over there at Wingate. And so I stayed there. I could do my sports my freshman year and then come home, or, come back to my boarding place. But now that I'm in Gallup, I can't really stay after school because I don't have a ride home.
Why did you transfer from Wingate, that's the boarding school you attended?
Well, two things. I don't know. It's because two things. Like I said, my parents got evicted from their apartment, and then I told you this before. My little brother, he got killed in a hit and run accident last year too, and so there was a lot of pressure. I think my mom was worried about my safety. She's always worried, and so I just I felt like I should move back in with them to help take care of my younger sister and brothers. And then, the more I was around, I saw I was really needed there because it scares me with my dad's drinking and stuff. So I feel like I have to be there to protect them, to watch over them.
Have you ever talked to your mom? Because from what your mom told me at the beginning, at the initial intake, she said your grades were pretty good at Wingate. Have you ever talked to her about going back to Wingate?
No. I don't know. It seems like she needs me there. But then it seems like I don't do anything there. I just sit in my room and, Dad's gone a lot, but I don't even really watch the kids. Like, they can almost take care of themselves, without me. So, but I don't know. I've got some new friends at this school, and I'm sort of tired of going back and forth. We moved a lot.
How are your friends? How are your relationships with your friends now?
They're okay, but I'm starting to lose them, I think, just because I don't hang out that much. I see them in the summertime, but I hardly go to basketball games or football games or anything like that. And like the friends that I do have, I'm starting to notice from what we talked about that they get me in trouble. I don't want to be in court and dealing with probation officers.
So, since you drifted off from your friends, how's that? Are they treating you any differently, or they're just kind of?
No, they're still nice to me, but I don't know. It just feels like we're not very connected like we used to be. So, I miss having good friends. I have a lot of friends, but I think they're slowly turning into acquaintances a little bit. So, and a lot of them, they have girlfriends and this and that. So they got other stuff to do.
You're not in a relationship right now, right?
No, I'm not. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I've been having problems with that, I think. Because remember, I told you that teacher, she was hot. See, I don't know. She's just a girl to me, but I don't know. See, because I don't know. Let me just tell you this. I've noticed probably since the 3rd or 4th grade is I think I like guys.
You like guys?
So, and I don't know how to go about that.
Have you?
School
is your family? Is it known in your family? Do they know in your family, or?
I think my mom and dad know. I think everybody knows. Like sometimes my dad's drunk or whatever, and he wants to yell at me. He'll call me a fag or this or that. But it could just be him. But then sometimes my sister will say stuff just to get under my skin.
Do you feel comfortable about talking about it, or?
I don't know. I'm not really talking to anybody. My friends don't know. So, and I trust you. Like, I don't really want to tell my probation officer police or anything, because I don't know if it's her business and stuff. But.
Well, I will tell you, on probation, I don't think that matters. I don't think that really matters. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't. The probation officer shouldn't see it to be a problem. You can talk to me about it. I have no problem with it. That's your choice. And if you know him since the 3rd grade, then that's part of who you are.
Maybe.
Do you see your relationship with the girls as being more close friends, or?
Yeah, we're just friends. I don't know. I think I want to have a boyfriend. And I think that's why part of me is so depressed. because all my other friends, like you said, why aren't we as close or whatever? They're all getting girlfriends and doing this and that. And I don't have anybody like that in my life, and I don't know if I deserve anybody like that. So I sit at home, and it's sort of scary because I don't want to get beat up. You know how Gallup is, and if you're different, then...
So, is there a guy that you've been talking to, or?
No, there's this new kid in my class. He's a Zuni, and he's really nice to me and stuff. But I don't even know if he's gay. You know, like how am I gonna ask that? Hey, are you gay? I'm gay too. I don't even know how to go about all that stuff. So I don't know. Maybe when I get older. It's just sad though, because I'm not gonna have all the fun. I think that the regular high school kids, like taking a date to prom and all that stuff.
There's gonna be no problem with that. There shouldn't be a problem. Honestly, Tyler, I see it more. I talk to more kids that are gay, and they go out, have a normal life, they go out, go on dates, and it shouldn't be a problem. But I see that you're not comfortable.
It's depressing. I wish I could meet, like they're going on dates and stuff, but how do they meet each other? How do they know who they are, you know? I mean, is there a group where we get together or something? I mean, how do they find each other?
Tyler, I honestly think this is what I think. I think dating, being gay and dating is normal. It's out there. You see a lot of people do it. It's probably just like finding a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of thing. It should work the same way. You meet somebody, they have interest in you, you have interest in them, and then start talking. I think you'll see that connection. I think you'll feel it. But
what if I'm wrong and they're not, and we feel a connection? Just gonna get my ass kicked?
No, I think I see that you're really not ready to come out in public, and so if you were to meet somebody, like have a boyfriend, are you comfortable enough to walk down the halls holding hands?
No. And I sure as heck wouldn't bring him home to meet my parents or anything like that. Maybe if I did have a boyfriend, that would be a good way to get out of the house. I don't know. Maybe if I get a job, I can meet somebody.
When you go hang out with friends, what do you guys normally do?
Play basketball.
Play basketball.
Yeah, sometimes we'll ride mountain bikes if somebody's got one. Sometimes we shoot BB guns at bottles. Just the usual stuff.
See, these are the same usual activities you could do with a boyfriend. It could be similar relationship with a friend, close friend, and they go out as a boyfriend. So we'll talk about this some more. Because right now I feel, I see that you're not really comfortable.
Yeah, you're making me, I don't know.
So we'll move on.
Sort of scared of the whole thing.
Yeah,
Let's talk about something else.
Okay, we'll move on. Well, you've been doing well with your goals. I think one of your goals that you came in initially was to stop using drugs.
Yeah.
And you've been doing well with that.
I have to, because I'll get in trouble.
Yes.
And
you are on probation now. I will find out what is your probation. What's on your probation? What do you have to do? Is there drug testing? Do you have a curfew? There's some requirements that you're going to have to follow through with, and rules. And drug testing might be a good one.
Yeah. I've been doing good not smoking.
But
it's mostly because I don't have all that money to pay for it.
Do you feel any changes?
A little
Since
bit.
you stopped smoking? What kind of changes do you?
Maybe clear-headed a little bit. Like in class, I can focus longer. And I guess the other thing is I'm a little bit more motivated. Like I started doing better in Mr. Thomas's class after I quit smoking. But I don't know. I'm just so bored without it. And then I just sit around thinking about being gay, getting a job, being bored on the res. You know, there's really nothing else for me to do, maybe. I don't know.
When you were living in Gallup, do you think having access to it was a lot easier than where you're living now?
Yeah, but I could still get it at school if I wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just I don't have that much money. And you told me I probably should stop doing it.
Yeah, you should. You should.
And I've tried it, and it's okay to quit, but honestly, I don't really mind it that much because it's all I really had to do. And it took my mind off the stuff.
So now you have a lot of time, you spend a lot of time in your room, and let's go talk about what you can do with your time. You said you like science, you like doing projects.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some things that you could do in your time out there.
Well, they got a science team at school, and I'd really love to be a part of it because I like the teacher there, and it's all fun kids, and we just do fun stuff and make stuff like rockets and that kind of stuff. But I don't even know if there's a bus that goes home because they get out at 5 o'clock. I don't even know if a bus would take me home or how I would get home, or if my mom would pick me up, or even if they're still letting kids into that club.
That sounds a good idea, science team. But I'm pretty sure there would be like, you guys would travel.
Yeah.
Travel, go to different schools and present different projects or work on different projects. I think that's a really good idea.
It is, but it's still scary because what if we travel? You know, say we go to Albuquerque, but I got to pay for lunch and that sort of stuff. I'm on the free lunches at school, and I don't want to be asking my mom for 10 or 20 bucks when I know it takes her 3 hours to make that much money.
Maybe you can take a lunch with you, take snacks with you.
Yeah, I could probably do that. It'd be a little bit embarrassing, but I'd rather do that and at least be doing something.
Okay.
So maybe I'll talk to her about that.
And you know, when your probation officer calls, I'm gonna talk about that. Maybe she can look into the science team for you and see what the requirements. Maybe you have to have a certain grade point average, or we gotta look into that. But that's a really good idea. I think that would be some motivation for you. A good way to spend your free time is at school doing science projects, something that really interests you.
Yeah, because my siblings, they can get by on their own, I think. As long as my dad's not getting too crazy.
You're getting close to 18.
And I want to know too, if you could write this down so you could talk to my probation officer. Am I still allowed to take driver's training and get my license?
The driver's, I will ask her, did you attend the class?
No, it's this summer. I got to do driver's training this summer. And I want to get my license.
Okay, I will ask her that.
Because that'll help out with a lot of stuff.
Getting
a license so then I can get a job.
And you get to support yourself, and that's a good idea. Well, Matt, Tyler, I see a lot of changes in you. You're thinking more independently. Like I said, you're street smart. You have this great idea about the driver's ed classes. I will definitely bring that up to your probation officer. For next week, let's go.
Do we need it next week or 2 weeks?
Yes, well, this is our 4th session, 4 weeks in a row. You've been coming once a week for 4 weeks. My recommendation is to see you every other week now. But we still need to maintain the sobriety. When I talk to your probation officer, I will ask to continue with the drug testing. I see, because you need to maintain that sobriety. That was one of your goals when you came in. And you are doing great with that goal. You need to keep it up. And any way to motivate you, I will be here. I will be here. If you need to come in, say next week we don't have a session, and if you need to come in to see me, I will put some time aside and you can come in. I know 2 weeks kind of.
Do you want me to still try to bring my mom?
Let's go. let's go and work on that for next session.
You want me to bring her?
Ask her,
Okay.
and we'll see how that works out. And if she wants to come, bring her.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about some of the things that we've been talking. We won't tell her everything,
Yeah.
just whatever you're comfortable with. But I see changes in you, Tyler. You have opened a lot.
I feel a little better. I feel a little better. I was so scared when I first came in. I just didn't. I'm not a bad person. I just did
You're
something
not
wrong.
a bad person. You're not. You are a smart kid. Have a lot going for you. But we will continue with this in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay, so if anything comes up, or if anything you need to cancel, or on my part, if anything comes, I'll give you a call.
Or if I find a boy that I like.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Miss
Okay,
Carol.
all right, we'll see you later, Tyler.
Okay.